possible that you have missed an 8-card heart fit? Yeah, it is. Because opener doesn't have 4 hearts, but could still have 3, right? So, opener has either 2 or 3 hearts. And again, anytime opener has the doubleton heart, we'd probably be playing 3-0 anyhow. If opener had 3 hearts, we might be playing 4 hearts instead of 3-0. But I would ask you this. If you had this auction and landed in 3-0, would you feel more comfortable about that 3-0 than if you had gone right there without checking? Because your comfort is important. Even the contract may be the same, but your comfort matters, right? All right. You would be more comfortable with 3-0 in this scenario because you would know that partner had 4 spades, right? Which would hopefully worry you less about your little doubleton. It also might prevent the opponents from leading a spade if they were thinking about it. They might not want to lead a spade into declares 4 spades likely to an honor or 2 over there. So, yeah, you would probably feel better about your 3-0. There's no guarantee that 3-0 would be superior to 4 hearts if you had an 8-card heart fit, but at least it looks better. Maybe it's just about the optics, but okay. Well, let's go back to this response now. What if partner bids you 2 diamonds? No 4-card major. Well, what would be your plan next?
Bid hearts. 3 clubs.
I mean, you still want to be in game, right? So remember that whatever you do needs to be game forcing.
Three hearts.
So if you were to bid 3 hearts next, if we're playing Smolin, what you have actually shown is a 5-card spade suit. So remember we did some Smolin stuff not too long ago, and that jump bid, Stamen followed by a jump, we jump in it. What this shows is 5 spades and 4 hearts.
Right.
So that would be a little dangerous. Now the funny thing is,
3 spades.
the esoteric thing that Woolsey says you might do is, he said you might Smolin that way so that you convey the 5th heart. Now I look at that and I'm like, I mean, there's not really any danger of playing in spades because partner doesn't have 4 of them. Partner's going to think you have 4, but partner's either going to bid 3-0 or 4 hearts next. So technically this is pretty safe. I think he's getting out there a little bit with taking this approach to the hand. But it would allow you to find your 5-3 heart fit if you had it, right? Because your concern at this stage is, well, partner has denied a 4-card major, right? So if you bid 3-0, again, 3-0 could be just fine if partner has good spades. But what if partner's spades are iffy and opener does have 3 hearts? Then you would want to play the 8-card heart fit, right? Still, right?
Why couldn't you, you haven't, hearts has not been bid, over 2 diamonds, 2 hearts?
Because that is not forcing. Remember, we've got to force the game here. In fact, 2 hearts in my universe, and we talked about this too, 2 hearts is garbage standing, showing that we can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is why, I say, if you decide, and again, this may be all moot, right? Because because the fact of the matter is, we're probably not starting with Stamen with this hand anyhow. Yeah, this is an exercise in thought and anticipating problems, more than anything else. The fact of the matter is, if you choose not to transfer and you start this hand with Stamen, you're probably going to like your auction just fine if partner bids you 2 hearts or 2 spades. But if partner bids you 2 diamonds, which is a possible outcome here, you've got to figure out what you're going to do next. And and you're probably if you bid Stamen and partner bids 2 diamonds, you're probably going to find yourself wishing you had just transferred and bid 3 no so the partner would know about the 5th heart, right? That's the so that's the problem. That's the problem you run into. Now there are some hands, but I had one come up not too long ago. There are some hands where I actually would use Stamen with a 5-card major, because they are hands that I would want to play the major if I had a 9-card fit, but I would want to play 3 no if I had the 8-card fit. So it might be like, what if we gave you something in spades? We'll make the hearts. I'll change the hearts a little bit. We'll make it king jack. So if I made the hand something like that. So this is actually the kind of hand, again, you could just transfer and bid 3 no and give partner choice of games. What I like about this hand is that I've got a little extra strength, right? I have 13 high card points. I know partner has, even if at the minimum end, I know that we have 28 points. And I've got honors everywhere. I'm generally balanced. I'm 5-3-3-2, right? I'm generally balanced. I don't have anything in diamonds, but partner has to have diamond cards to open a no draw. I mean, we have 28 points, right? So I'm not worried about having 3 small in a suit here. So this is the kind of hand that I like to start with Stamen instead of a transfer. And my plan is, if partner shows me hearts, we'll play hearts so that we play the 9-card fit. If partner bids 2 diamonds or 2 spades in response to Stamen, I'm going to bid 3 no. Basically, I'm bidding this hand as if I have a game force with only 4 hearts. Does that make sense? Most of the time I will transfer with this hand. The key here is having the extra strength. We're not like just in the game zone with 25 points. We've got a little extra. We've got a good king or ace more than what we should need to have a shot at making game. So I feel very confident about our game, and so now it's just a matter of which game. So you can do things like that, right? Before you just go on autopilot, see the 5-card major and transfer. Sometimes you will do something different. But I was a little more comfortable doing that because I had an honor in my doubleton this time. So you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to make those judgment calls, especially at match points. Where you really reap the benefit of the score you get for playing a no draw. Now, let's go to the third part and do what probably, and actually let's bring the original hand back here too, so that we're consistent with what's in the book. Okay. How about our normal thing? Transfer. And this is our instructional / informative response, since your Jacobi transfer is both. And again, you're thinking, what is your next bid? Because you know that partner is almost certainly going to do that because that's what they're supposed to do. Okay, well, the normal next bid is choice of games, right? Just bid 3-0 and then let partner either stay in 3-0 or correct back to 4 hearts. Now, because Woolsey mentions this, I feel like I should address it. Woolsey gives this as a possible auction, right? In fact, I think he says he likes this auction the best. I'm not crazy about it because 3 clubs should really be at least a 4-card suit. You know, clubs should be at least a 4-card suit, if not a 5-card suit. If you're not just giving simple choice of games, this sounds like you're more distributional, doesn't it? This sounds like you have hearts and clubs, and that maybe you're not all that excited about no trump. I don't think you're going to get into trouble bidding the hand this way. I just don't know that I don't know that I love it. I mean, it does give partner an opportunity to tell you at the 3 level whether or not they like your hearts, right? If opener comes back and says 3 hearts, you'll now know that you've got an 8-card heart fit. Okay, that's fine, but do you really want to do much other than just bid 4 hearts? Woolsey brings this up because, and this is the example hand, I think he's got this somewhere in that stretch of pages. He gives you an example of the perfect hand that would make 6 hearts, right? I'm not sure that we should be playing partner for the perfect opening bid. But if that hand on the right is in fact what the no trump bidder holds, 6 hearts does look pretty good, doesn't it? And what you would be able to do in 6 hearts is draw trump, play your 4 club winners, and discard a spade loser from the dummy and get away losing only a diamond. So yeah, those 2 hands together probably would make 6 hearts. Is it realistic for us to bid 6 hearts on those cards? I mean, it's not the easiest thing. And again, you're playing partner really for the perfect no trump opening, exact cards. So I don't love this. I think I would really just want to do the normal thing here. This is all, this is assuming the partner just does the normal thing and accepts the 2 heart transfer. Now I can see one slightly different scenario. What if partner did that? Would you be inclined to give slam a little thought if partner super accepted your heart transfer? That can't hurt to try, can it? So if partner super accepts, remember we're in the 9-card fit, right? Since opener usually has 4-card support for the super accept. So we'll definitely play in hearts. We won't bother offering no now.
So now you can show your clubs.
Yeah, so that would presume, I mean, it could be natural, but what that really looks like here is, partner, since, you're super accepting, so I have some slam interest in hearts, and it suggests that you don't have a spade control to bid, but that you have a club control. And you have king, queen. I mean, that's the only place that you really have anything outside of hearts. So if you are going to make a slam try, clubs is about the only place you can show something, right? So
it's kind of like a second round control.
yeah, I mean, it is. It is fine. And again, I mean, part of it is a matter of style, but it is fine to Q-bid a king before an ace if you want to cooperate with a slam try and you have nothing else to say. I think the bigger question here is, again, all right, what if partner bids 4 diamonds next? What if partner plays along? Oh, okay. You've got something that you've got a club control you want to show? I've got a diamond control, which is what they would do with that hand on the right, say. Okay, so partner bids 4 diamonds. Well, what next? You're probably retreating to 4 hearts, and then the opener could go on, could make one more move if they wanted, right? But that's why I say it's not trivial to get to slam on hands like this. I mean, we might start sniffing it and get in a cupid or two, but there's still no guarantee that we get there. Yeah, I mean, it's because it's at least a little precarious. We're right on the edge, right? We don't quite have slam points, but we have the right cards.
So do you push for it in teams pairs
Yeah,
versus teams?
Teams, yeah. If I'm playing match points, I'm probably not looking for a slam at all. So it probably would only be at teams, because